Coming to you live from OpenStack Barcelona Summit, the OpenStack and Beyond podcast. I'm here with...
Hi, my name is Jonathan from MercadoLibre, Argentina.
And I'm Federico from MercadoLibre also.
And tell us a little bit about MercadoLibre. I don't think the majority of the community is familiar with what you guys are doing.
Well, MercadoLibre is an e-commerce platform in Latin America. It's the greatest one, actually. It's the retailer most visited worldwide. And we have presence in 19 countries.
Yeah, as he said, we're actually a huge company, a huge e-commerce company. And we're actually here because we fully use OpenStack on our deployment, so that's why we're here today.
It's amazing. So first of all, what are you guys doing at MercadoLibre? What are your roles in the organization?
We have our private cloud on top of OpenStack. It's a huge scale. Actually, we have around 1,500 servers, physical servers, and around 20,000 virtual machines, almost all the stack implemented in production. And well, now we are moving to a platform as a service on top of OpenStack also.
Which platform as a service have you selected?
We have our custom hybrid cloud-based platform as a service.
Amazing. So you guys are doing a lot of in-house development around OpenStack, to my understanding, from what you're saying. Are you contributing code back into the project? Are you contributing code upstream?
Yeah. We're constantly trying to feed OpenStack to our needs, implementing new features, trying to contribute, report backs, submit blueprints, of course, assisting to the summits and local editions, OpenStack days.
How large is the OpenStack community in Argentina? I mean, I'm assuming that skill set is a problem around the globe, even in North America, where you have where it's more commonplace. How difficult of a decision was it to go with OpenStack? Did you have the local skill set to make it work? How did you build that out, and how did that fit into your strategy?
Well, actually, in Argentina, there's not much OpenStack use cases. I think we are the biggest one, not also in Argentina, but in Latin America. So, well, the way we try to develop ourselves is, as we are doing now, assisting to the summits, being in touch with the OpenStack community, all the services that are becoming to production, and well, trying to be fully in touch with the technology.
Interesting. So you said that you have your own in-house hybrid cloud kind of PaaS deployment. Tell me a little bit about that. I mean, interoperability is a big theme at this summit. That's actually what we do. We do open source cloud orchestration, hybrid cloud. We've always known that that's a big play, and I think that OpenStack is definitely going in that direction. Tell us a little bit more about your thoughts on that.
Well, our platform as a service is kind of new. We have almost 1 year. We started with a small amount of capacity, and we're trying to deploy new applications on top of that. The main idea and objective for our PaaS is to abstract the developers to the need to think about provisioning the infrastructure and just focus on developing the application.
Yeah, we were working with an infrastructure as a service model. And after we came through some issues, I mean, how the developers, for example, use the resources, we decided to made a step to platform as a service, and we just starting that. It's a custom model for us, but we're trying. I mean, all the traffic mainly goes to OpenStack right now, to our private cloud. We're trying to use different public clouds to, merge the traffic and make it as much hybrid as we can,
Okay, so I have two questions in that respect. You talked about abstraction, and PaaS is actually, commonly associated with, really the least common denominator approach. It doesn't really let you access. It's very opinionated. It doesn't let you access the underlying services, you know, the best stuff that comes with the infrastructure. How do you overcome kind of the limitations of PaaS in a sense?
Of course, you have to be a better monitor, the best monitoring tools as possible, so as the login tools, because our developers use it to access their own infrastructure, browse into the logs, and if one day to another you remove that possibility for them, then you have to provide the tools to complement that option.
Yeah, you have to provide the right tools to the DevOps or the developers, you know, to replace the lack of, let's say, options that PaaS offers. But we decided it's actually, for us, it's better to have better control on the infrastructure. And as long as we can provide those tools for them to have, you know, the necessary resources they need, it's going to be cool, because for us, having total control of the infrastructure is actually something really good.
Of course, we have also to provide all the services needed to their applications. I mean, key value store as a service, cache, well, all the services they need to just focus on develop the product, and not also the infrastructure and services needed by their applications.
So you roll out all these services yourself, you write them yourself?
Yeah, we're always trying to add those services to have a standard, and all the people consuming all the same service, and not having like isolated services and implementations to make the same thing.
Okay, so you sound like a pretty cutting-edge company. It sounds like you're built for cloud. You're kind of, in a sense, cloud native. What was the advantage in betting on OpenStack versus AWS that has out-of-the-box services like these that you described that you guys are writing yourself in order to make it work?
Of course, I think the best that OpenStack provides to us is the flexibility to fit an amazing cloud solution to our needs. You can always submit a blueprint or touch the code yourself, and we are very comfortable with that, and the community has grown really fast. There are great services and with a high maturity level at this time, so this is
You have a very low level access with OpenStack, because you have access to the code, you know, to the lines that are actually doing the magic. So it's perfect for us to fit that to our needs. You know, we have a lot of custom stuff that we need to solve our problems, and with OpenStack we have that. You know, yeah, that's possible.
So just one last question. Where do you see OpenStack going? Where would you like to see OpenStack going and developing? What's your vision for OpenStack going forward?
I'm actually really surprised about how fast is the community growing, and the services going to production. I hope keep this wave being focused on NFB, on containers. I think the future is very promising.
Yeah, this is my first summit, and it's actually huge. You know, this is my first glance at this community, and it's actually huge. You know, having the possibility to let's say share our problems, and you have people that actually listen to you, and you know, provide you with solutions for the maybe bugs or lack of features that we find. It's actually pretty cool. You know, it's actually cool.
Awesome. It was a pleasure speaking to you, and we'll be in touch in community activities.